All right, guys, welcome back to Let's Co-op. I am in Hearthstone. I will be honest, this is top 2 favorite games of all time, and I'm joined with Zachery Oliver. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So, do we want to have rules to this Hearthstone challenge? Do we want to just pick one and play? What do you want to do?
You can do whatever you want.
All right.
I don't really care. It's a new expansion, so we can just pick whatever.
I got no decks for expansion, so I'm not even going to worry about that.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes then.
I'm just going to stay old meta for this time being. I'm going to do this one. We could end up only doing one game depending on how long this episode or this one game lasts.
I guess we'll see how long it is. It may be quick.
It may be quick. Oh, jeez. So, for those that are watching that don't know who Zachery is, who is Zachery?
I am the... I don't know if I call myself the moderator. I would call myself the director of the Theology Gaming blog group, whatever.
Okay. So there's a Facebook group called Theology Gaming that talks about Christianity, but gaming, and I feel like there's several different kinds of those out there. I feel like we heavily lean into the theology side of things when we talk about the gaming stuff. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, as per the name, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to create a place to talk about theology in video games, and because I have generally a pretty expansive theology training, I wanted to actually use it for something.
Yeah.
So, and I really like video games, so hence they came together. And first it was a blog, and then after that it became more of a Facebook group, but I think generally speaking it's just a Facebook group now. And that's because I didn't really have much time to write stuff anymore.
I love the conversation of people that are in the group and they're like, wait, there's a blog, there's a podcast. I mean, really
like,
the Facebook group is kind of the big thing of it right now, right?
Yeah, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I specifically chose Hearthstone because you have a little bit of a reputation with the admins of the Facebook group of
playing too much Hearthstone?
Going too far with Hearthstone, playing and purchasing, which I'm a little bit going down that rabbit trail with you.
Yeah, well, so I got my brother and my dad into the game like last year. No, I got my dad back into the game last year, and then I got back into the game last year, and then I got my brother into it. So generally speaking, we talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
So what happens is it ends up being this feedback loop of people spending way too much money on Hearthstone.
I don't think before Hearthstone there was a free-to-play game that I ever spent money, both mobile as well as in general.
Yeah, it helps that Hearthstone's actually genuinely fun.
All right. So this new deck mechanics, they have the magnetic feature. You're literally the first person I'm seeing actually use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Most people are playing like standard meta decks from Witchwood with just like a card or two that's different. But I figured, why not?
Well, and the meta literally just came out yesterday, so
that's true.
It's not like it's years upon years.
So this is some kind of elemental hand mage deck, I think.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Right. So for you, what got you into Hearthstone in the first place?
What got me into Hearthstone was an Amazon coin deal.
Okay.
Really, if anything. But I play the game because I'm into the Blizzard ecosystem. I've been playing WoW since 2005 or 6-ish.
Yeah.
And when you see it on there and it's free to play, you're like, hey, why not give it a shot? And so I did. And then now I end up spending way too much money on this game.
So are you pretty exclusive on doing it PC?
No. I have a tablet I play it on often.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I just play it whenever I can.
My own version is I actually got into this whenever it was on mobile because I was looking for a mobile game that I could play that was something I could just jump into, play a little bit, and then stop playing. And this is the one I ended up going for, was this.
Yeah. Well, if you're playing aggro decks anyway.
Yeah. I mean, even like 15 minutes. I'm thinking there's like a lot out there that's like, if you spend too much time, you could sit there for hours upon hours upon hours.
Yeah, like Quest Priest, for example.
Yeah. Well, just other games, I mean. Like, other games you could do that.
Yeah, I haven't really played that many mobile games, to be quite honest. I think this is mostly the one I've played.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
So this mechanic I don't understand. If I sap your Glowtron, does it lose its magnetic stuff?
I believe the answer is yes.
Okay. That I wasn't sure about.
There are certain resurrect mechanics that allow mechanic to stay on the minion when it comes back, but those are exclusive to a couple cards.
Yeah. Well, I did a pack. I did the $50 packs. This is the first game, like I said, that I've actually invested in a free-to-play game. I've done it twice now, where I just get a bunch of packs and open them. The last meta, I went crazy and had fun with it, and it was a blast. This time, I feel like it was almost a waste because it just didn't pan out really well. Unfortunately.
Well, how many cards did you pre-order anyway?
I did the 50.
Okay. Well, crazy person I am, I did both. Then I also had 7,500 gold by the time we got to this expansion, so yeah, I've been playing a lot.
Yeah, you did it more than me, for sure. Alright, well, so does your deck, the magnetic stuff, like run out of steam after a little bit if you fend them off for a while?
I have a reload mechanic.
Okay.
I'm not sure how effective it will be, though.
Okay. I guess we'll see. I literally have one shot at this. Oh, and I think you could probably wipe this one out. But we'll see.
And everybody's favorite card.
Yeah, I figured. Figured you could wipe it out. Very good. Alright, so I'm going to try a different deck.
Yeah, a paladin is pretty good class.
Uh-huh.
Even after rotation, I'm surprised. Alright, let's see this. Maybe pick something slower.
So what inspired you to do the Theology Gaming in the first place? To at least jump in. You're not necessarily the founder, right?
I am the founder.
You are the founder. Okay. So
not of the group. Brian Hall came up with the group idea, but I started the website blog thing.
So what inspired that? What made you want to jump into doing Theology Gaming?
So I went to Merrimack College and I got a theology and philosophy kind of double degree.
Okay.
And from there, I went to Boston University School of Theology.
Okay.
So anyway, this history is important. So I went there and I found I really didn't like academic theology so much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I applied to a bunch of different schools to see if I could get the PhD program somewhere close by. And then I didn't. And I was like, well, I don't really like doing this anyway. Okay. So I don't have much of a problem doing something else. And I'm like, what should I do?
Mm-hmm.
So I said to myself, well, I really like video games. And I also like to talk about theological subjects and Christianity, generally speaking. And I have a wide array of knowledge in this subject. Why not create a blog about it?
Okay.
And so that was the genesis of the blog approximately 6 years ago now. And I've met a ton of people through it, like M. Joshua Collar, and I met you, and I met Brandon Zamuto, and like a ton of people who are in the Theology Gaming group were people I originally contacted to like write for the website and other similar things. So just over time, we've just kind of developed this community where we like to talk about things a little more in depth than your typical Christian outlet talking about video games, which for the most part either tends to be about discernment the
At least
perennial
recently.
subject of any and all Christian discussion about it, or tends to be about how a video game is bad. And neither of those things are things that interested me. So I made the content I wanted to see.
Yeah. So I know that that's a conversation that we have a lot. How, like, where are you at with that as far as the Facebook group? You just don't have control over the medium, whereas kind of moving forward, man, I've just given the worst of hands. Gosh, I don't know.
Well, you have a good hero power.
I do.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Where are you at? Like, it originally started where you had full control over things, and now it's definitely much more of a let's back off and let them have their conversation, make sure they're civil kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think at first I was a little, it made me nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's quite the right word, but I like to be in control. And
Okay.
over time, I've learned being in control is not necessarily the thing that you need to be when it comes to talking about theology. Bridging gaps between different denominations, it really does not help. Because as for me, I'm technically, quote unquote, a evangelical Baptist, but I'm not sure if that exactly describes me anymore. Because I've been in this group so long and my opinions have widened because I've listened to different people talk about different things. And it's been I'm not sure if I would say if it's changed, it has changed me probably a lot more than people think it has.
Okay. For the better?
For the better, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that that's one of the interesting things about these kind of groups, because I feel like the two realms of Christianity and video games naturally lend themselves to each other, but people see them as such stark contrasts that the conversation, the debate itself, feels very much completely separate. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it feels like it's almost
they feel like
blasphemous.
they feel like they're distinct things and they really shouldn't touch each other.
Yeah.
Boy, this is kind of a weird turn.
So when in just the general debates, where do you feel like Christian gaming is at right now? At least from your perspective.
Well, I think generally we want to, Game Church used to be a writing outlet, right? And Love Thy Nerd is the new one. Well, their focus tends to be more on, I'm not sure how exactly to describe this, but more about the meaning that is exterior to game experiences. So typically people look at art and artistic works from a lens of I have to see meaning in this thing, and the meaning has to be kind of like a lesson I learn or something like that, right?
Okay.
Whereas for me, when I play video games, generally speaking, it's about the fun I'm having.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a difference there. I was a youth pastor at one point, and it's completely ruined me personally being able to go to movies or listen to music, because that 7 years of doing that was every time I went to the movies of trying to find a message that I could use in a sermon for the youth that I was working with the next time I talked to them. And now it's hard for me to go to movies just to be entertained anymore. I don't know if you've ever experienced anything like that before, but I feel like video games could do the same thing potentially.
I think I mostly don't go to the movies because they cost too much money to go to. Video games are relatively low expense entertainment considering all your options. Oh no, that's nasty. Who's playing Bone Mare?
This guy.
Alright, well.
I would say that's my dark horse, but get it.
No, I get it. I have not played Control Warrior in a while.
I'm surprised it's not Control Warrior with the quest.
Thinking about what I want to do here. I guess Recruit Warrior is technically correct.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks. I'm going to die the next turn, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead. What a dumb turn. Why did I do that?
Did you have any taunts?
I should have played Dr. Boom. That was my bad.
Oh, one of the new mechanic ones.
Yeah, let me try this again.
All right, let's do one more. I'm not going to go for. Oh, even that one would take a while. Let's see. What's one I could just blast you with? Do we go stupid? I think we go stupid. All right, we're going stupid for the last game, and I bet you know what I'm talking about. I bet you know what the stupid one is.
I don't know.
You'll know.
There are a lot of meme decks out there.
You'll know when you see it. This was my very first deck of this meta.
Oh, is it like Aggro Shaman? Or is it the Evolve Shaman? Or
remember, I said stupid. Evolve isn't necessarily stupid. Let's get rid of that.
I'm gonna play this hand.
Oh boy, this hand. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, that's Control Warrior for you.
Bum bum bum. As my dog goes crazy in the background. Not my dog, but my mother-in-law's dog.
Oh.
They took my oldest to the beach. So Zach, tell me a little bit about yourself. What you do for a living, what's life in Zach's world?
I'm technically an accountant, and I'm working towards my professional certification.
Okay.
I passed one part of the CPA exam, and I got 3 more to go.
Yeah.
So technically, that's my job right now, is to pass the exam.
So that's a big jump from going to the theology stuff to the accounting stuff.
Yeah, you'd think, right? But I don't know. I guess I'm okay at accounting.
Okay.
Because what is it? In 2015, I went to basically online college, right?
Okay.
To just figure out how to do it. So I got my degree in 2 years, so I technically have a bachelor's in accounting now, too. And now I'm kind of trying to pass this test, which is one of the hardest professional certification tests. Oh, no! I don't even know what's going on. It sounds bad, though. Right, is this Shutterwalk or something?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, I don't like the style of this, so you know what? No card draw for you.
No card draw for you.
Oh, and I forgot to armor up. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I'll take the 2 less armor. Let's see. What do we want to do?
That card is strange, but it's actually decent. Weapons Project?
Yeah. I just don't know if I want it in hand. That's all. I know I had said, hey, let's get a deck that goes real fast, and I'm realizing, hey, this is not a deck that goes real fast.
No, it is not.
That's all right.
All right, I'm good.
Give me all the damage. So
right.
what is it about Hearthstone you like?
Well, the intro into already knowing a ton about World of Warcraft helped.
Sure. So the character and the lore kind of stuff?
Yeah, and the second part was that I've always wanted to play Magic the Gathering, but I find Magic far too complex for my tiny human brain.
Uh-huh.
So, but this game makes actual sense to me.
Sure.
Comparatively speaking.
I've never actually played Magic the Gathering, so I don't know what that would be like.
It's complicated. I mean, there is going to be a online free-to-play version soon.
I think it's already out, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in the closed beta right now, and it's a very different kind of game than this is.
Okay.
Because you can react during your opponent's turns. Try to get some cards. Guess I'll attack in here.
Okay. Well. Which do I want to do? Oh, I guess I should do this first.
Come dance to my song.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't expect that card. I'm doing a little psychological warfare right now. For all you know, I got the worst card in the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is not the penguin. I do have an Echo Warlock deck. So it's an Echo Zoo Warlock. It's
Oh, with Happy Ghoul?
yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely dumb to play because you only win like 20% of the time, but it's hilarious to play.
You know what? I don't have to do anything.
It's true, you don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Let's dance.
Burlog. Seems like an early Shutterlock deck.
Dun dun dun.
Lo and behold, it is.
The question is, can you stop it?
Well, Shutterwalk against a control deck, you pretty much win by default, but I will definitely try my best.
Ooh, nice one. Alright, so let's do this. I'm gonna be dumb. Because I don't need to go crazy. At least yet. Question is do you do anything? Oh, he goes for the card draw. So if you could see one thing changed in the Christian gaming conversations, at least, not necessarily like the evangelizing to people, discipleship, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you could
Those
see,
are pretty much default, right?
yeah, those we have to have. But if, as far as everything else, what would you want to see change? Like, what would you see either it grows into or it stops doing, or those kind of things?
I'm thinking about this question at the same time I'm thinking my turn. So
That's the idea of the game. That's why I did it this way.
crap, I didn't want to draw that. Yeah, that's fine. Pull something good out. Oh, Deathwing. Hi. We've seen you before.
Nice. I love those cards. I'm guessing by my tone you can tell that. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Expected.
To be expected. All right, you can go ahead and do Whirlwind or whatever you want to do. I'll be okay with it.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna play this first and see what I yank out of here. Ooh. And, I don't know. Sure.
Why not? That was a good card.
That's not a good legendary. Not for this purpose, anyway.
All right.
Oh,
so
well.
let's do.
What the heck was I talking about? What were we talking about?
What we're about. All right.
Oh, things to change. The endless discernment conversations. They bug me.
The endless discernment conversations. Okay. I can roll with that.
Yeah, it's not that they're bad. Don't get me wrong, but when it's the only thing, it's a bit much.
What would we talk about instead of that?
Like literally anything else. Is the game fun? Have anything meaningful to it? How would you defend X game?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lich King.
Well,
My jaws the bind, my claws the catch, etc., etc.
only I could get it out. Dun dun dun. This could end very badly for me or very badly for you. That's pretty much where we're at with this.
I think it's gonna end badly for me no matter what, but
Well, we will see.
What now?
Question is do you have an execute in hand? That'll change the game. Oh, that works too. Nice.
yeah, once that Shadowrun goes off though. But you don't have the you haven't played Hagatha yet, which is surprising.
You are correct. Okay. We'll do it this way then.
If you do or do not have Hagatha, we'll see. Volcano.
Like I said, why in the world did I run this when I wanted to get this done?
Okay.
Can I survive?
Oh, well, too bad. So
That's okay. You can have 2 of those if you want. You can take a second.
And rule its
It's a nice little double play there. Good work.
thank you.
Digging, digging, digging.
Man, what is it, like bottom 3? All right. Well, do I even have one of those in my deck? Mystery of Mysteries. Oh, cool. That's nice.
Work. That hurts a little bit. What do I want to do? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that or not?
I mean, I've seen most of the cards. I'm just waiting for it to see when the Shadowrun comes out.
I know I'm kind of doing that on purpose because I have Shutterwalk in hand.
No,
had
what are
Shudder-
you doing to me? This is suffering.
I've had Shutterwalk in hand for a while. I'm just trying to get
I-
I'm trying to get a
No.
guarantee just in case. It's not technically guaranteed yet. Oh, such a good card. All right, fine.
Of course, it's my win condition at the end here, but if I had it. Oh boy, here we go.
I mean, if you're gonna do that to me, then of course I'm gonna throw this out there.
Do we got an hour?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes,
And some more Shadowwalks.
and the copy. Give it to me now. I will say...
You know, I don't mind that this deck exists. I think the problem with it is not so much the fact that you lose. It's that it takes so long to lose
Sure.
when you already know that you've lost.
Sure. So at
I
this
think
point...
that's more the problem for me. Yeah, because obviously this position is unwinnable. So,
Right.
but we're still here anyway.
I mean, I do have 4 Shutterwalks in hand. But
Yeah, I
you
know,
are correct.
right? So, but it doesn't actually matter what I do this turn. It just I just die no matter what.
All right. Let's have some fun. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. So how many Shutterwalks do you see right now?
6 right now, but I'm sure there will be more.
Okay.
Just
I
keep
didn't-
playing them on the board. You can play them before they resolve.
I didn't know
So-
if they kicked up
Just
as
keep-
fast as you see.
Just keep jamming them out there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. So the problem with your Megalithune is that if it gets frozen, which I don't know if it will or not, then it can't actually attack me.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Okay.
The only purpose for that card is when I run out of cards.
Yeah.
So, but I did not get to do anything because this is Shutterlock. Oh boy.
So much fun.
I know. See what I mean? Like, you wait for it to resolve, and you know you're gonna die, so you may as well concede at this point. That's why I don't like the deck. I think the rest of it's fine.
I know. That's why I was saying this is a meme. This is definitely a stupid deck. I actually
It's pretty
haven't.
competitive.
I haven't played this one since the meta started. I played it like exclusively for a day, and then stopped playing it moving forward.
Yeah, I think they cut Murmuring Elemental out of it just because it's means you get less Shutterwalks on the board and less Shutterwalks going into your hand, and they usually play Hagatha instead because the do 3 damage to everything battle cry turns out it's pretty good.
Yep.
So it clears their board. They basically have no chance to recover anymore.
I unfortunately don't own a hack with this, so that's my problem.
Yeah, well, it is a legendary, so
Yeah. I mean, I have the dust for it now thanks to overspending, but that's okay.
whoop,
Is it going to end? Is it going to do it this turn?
the Burlock. Yeah, I think they also run Glacial Shard instead of the Burlock.
They do, yeah. Some of them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh man, they used to have double the animation time, if you can believe this.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Horrible.
So you would still be going. I thought they also put a 15 spell limit on it, too.
I want to see 20 battle cries is the limit.
Okay, but I doubled the battle cries, so...
Yeah, so 20 battle cries per Shutterwalk.
Yeah, per Shutterwalk. And there it was. All right, well, I'm glad this was a nice 20-minute episode. Thank you so much for playing with me, man. Where
Yeah,
can
you're
people
welcome.
go to check out your stuff? Where would you send them?
Well, you can go to theologygaming.com where the remnant of the blog exists, or you can listen to the Theology Gaming podcast, which was recently resurrected by myself and Brandon Zamuto. And we talk a lot about the philosophy of Theology Gaming as a group and as a project, I guess, on
Yeah.
that podcast. So I would recommend listening to it. And, of course, there is the Theology Gaming Facebook group, where most of us are located at this time.
Perfect. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for playing with me, even though you did play Shutterwalk, which makes me sad.
And for those interested, want to see more, you guys can certainly go to my Patreon. Check that out. Links will be in the description. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.